I explain why?
Yeah, please.
Well, actually, this is quite difficult to do with tape because it was very large scale. But it's basically, we had fabric coming from the top of the building down here. If you saw it, you probably remember what it is. But so, I mean, this is basically just the 5 straps from the logo that were in fabric from this point all the way up to I think it was the 4th floor. And the reason why that was important is because when people are visiting and they perhaps are all the way over there, close to the limbo pad, they don't know exactly where the exhibition will take place. So it's really just calling attention to it large scale and really sort of, I mean, it's technically like the size of it, let's say. So they know that the exhibition is actually on this building.
Yeah.
And the other one is up there. So I think if it's with the tape, I'm just gonna throw it. Hopefully it'll stick. It didn't. But anyways, we have 2 big posters there. And that also served a bit because if we have the flyers in the city and we have the posters in the city, then they can see the logo already and they can familiarize themselves with the logo. And if you are somebody who's coming in the university and you've never been here, you can already from far away see with the banners and the posters that the exhibition is here. So that is, let's say, first live direct point of contact.
Yeah.
So that's very important. We had...
Happy with that.
Huh?
They're happy with that.
Yeah, I know. That would really hate it. So we have to take it out soon. But there we had the schedule. So even if people would come, let's say, and if we want people to spread the word, then they here would know exactly when during the week we were open.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if they have to inform somebody else, then that information is there. I think that here there was a big wall with the video of the department. So if people didn't know exactly what our department is about, they could see before they came in the exhibition, they could see a bit of what it is that we do.
Yeah.
So they get first a preview and then the actual living thing. There were 2 pillars. One here, they're going to say something about me putting things all over there. Yes.
I will say it's my fault.
So there were 2 pillars here. One with the logo, so once again you get the reaffirmation that the thing is here. But also the other one divided the sections of the exhibition with the colors. And that was reflected back in the booklet. So the same colors and the same language was used also physically here. Was the desk, the main desk, and this is where people could get not only information about the Dutch Design Week in general, but also specifically information about here. So we had student assistants who dedicated their time, let's say, to do that. Parisa being one of them, and she was really great at it. And she would, for example, say what the exhibition was about and sort of give a bit more of an overview for a visitor that were just coming in, and perhaps point things out that they might be interested in. And there, of course, we have the booklets that we wanted people to take, for example. So that is actually quite important. And then, well, I can't mark everything because there's quite a lot, but everything else, of course, are the projects. I think that here was a project for the collectible, and that was basically the appetizer for the entire exhibition. So looking at how people can have an overview of the exhibition, but also perhaps take information with them after they visit it, so they could contact the students individually. So for master graduates, this is very important as a networking. But also they could contact people involved in the project in case they were interested in the project specifically. So for clients, that's also very important. And yeah, I think that other things to point out was basically, I think on this side we had a line of video sessions, and that's basically the ones that don't have prototypes that are showable. The prototypes are not necessarily working, or it's not so much about the prototype but the content itself, so the video would be enough. And then the other prototypes were divided in terms of overall themes, not themes as in the educational system yet, but themes in terms of content that Caroline wanted to showcase. And in the past exhibition, in the end, we had a section for the social design project because it was quite a big project, and it was a competition, so we needed a specific section for that, for visitors to come and see the presentations for. And then overall, the placement of the projects also depend on lighting and also travelability of the space. So I think that for every exhibition, it's really dependent on the content of the project themselves. So we cannot right now say where projects will go, because we really need to know all the projects that are involved, and then from there we start playing with the pieces around it. Do I need to talk about what I would like to see, or this is just about ID10?
Yeah, I will ask you that later.